What does it truly mean to live a simple and good life? For many, the notion conjures images of peaceful mornings, meaningful connections, and an unhurried pace. But the essence of a simple good life goes beyond surface-level tranquility. It's about discovering what brings lasting joy and fulfillment and building a life deeply aligned with our most authentic selves. The journey begins with self-reflection. Before we can create a life that feels both simple and good, we must first define what those words mean to us. Simplicity, for some, is found in minimalism, a deliberate effort to clear away the clutter, both physical and mental, that distracts from our true priorities. For others, simplicity is about clarity, knowing what matters most and letting the rest fall away. Goodness, too, is subjective. It might mean living ethically, fostering kindness, or simply savoring ordinary moments. Recognizing that these definitions are personal and that they may change over time is the first step toward living with intention. Central to this process is the discovery of personal values. Our values are the compass points guiding every decision, big or small. They represent what we stand for, what we cherish, and what we aspire to become. Uncovering these values often requires us to look inward, questioning not only what we desire, but why we desire it. Exercises like journaling, reflecting on moments of pride or dissatisfaction, or listing qualities we admire in others can all illuminate our deepest values. When our actions align with these core beliefs, life feels richer and more purposeful. But even as we clarify our values, modern life bombards us with distractions. Opportunities, obligations, and temptations tug us in competing directions. Here, the philosophy of essentialism offers a guiding light. Essentialism teaches us to focus on what truly matters, shedding the non-essential so we can devote our limited time and energy to what brings us joy and fulfillment. This may mean saying no more often, setting boundaries, or simplifying routines. By consciously choosing less, we make space for more presence, more meaning, more satisfaction. Balance is another cornerstone of a simple good life. In a world that often glorifies hustle and busyness, balance invites us to honor all aspects of our humanity. It means nurturing our work, relationships, health, and passions without allowing any one area to dominate. Achieving balance is not about perfect equilibrium, but about flexibility and self-awareness, knowing when to push forward and when to rest, when to connect and when to seek solitude. Creating boundaries, managing our time, and intentionally scheduling moments of rest and play are all practical ways to foster balance. Gratitude and mindfulness form the emotional heart of simple living. Gratitude shifts our attention from what we lack to what we have, transforming ordinary moments into sources of deep appreciation. Mindfulness roots us in the present, helping us experience life as it unfolds rather than racing toward the next goal or distraction. Simple practices like keeping a gratitude journal, savoring a cup of tea, or taking a mindful walk can ground us in contentment and joy regardless of external circumstances. The beauty of a simple good life lies in its accessibility. You don't need to overhaul your entire world overnight. Instead, it begins with small, intentional choices. Pausing to reflect before saying yes, clearing a corner of your home, spending a few moments each day in stillness. Over time, these acts accumulate, shaping a life that feels both lighter and more meaningful. It's important to remember that simplicity is not about deprivation. Rather, it's about discernment, choosing what to let in and what to release. This may mean letting go of old habits, outdated aspirations, or relationships that no longer serve us. It may also mean welcoming new experiences or connections that align with our evolving values. The process can be challenging, requiring honesty and courage, but it is ultimately liberating. A simple, good life is also deeply relational. Connection with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us is essential to our sense of well-being. Nurturing relationships through attentive listening, acts of kindness, and shared experiences brings richness and depth to life. Just as we simplify our possessions and commitments, we can also seek simplicity in our interactions, valuing authenticity over perfection, presence over performance. Finally, living simply and well is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Our needs, values, and circumstances will evolve, and so too will our understanding of what gives life meaning. Embracing this ongoing process with curiosity and self-compassion allows us to adapt gracefully, letting go of what no longer serves us and welcoming new possibilities. In essence, the simple good life is about living with intention. It's about knowing yourself, honoring your values, and making choices, big and small, that reflect what matters most. It's about creating space for joy, cultivating gratitude, and building connections that nourish your soul. And it's about finding fulfillment, not in what you possess, but in how you live, love, and grow. As you move forward, consider these guiding questions. What feels essential to you? Where in your life can you create more simplicity or clarity? Which values do you want to honor more fully? And how might you bring more gratitude, mindfulness, and balance into your daily routine? Remember, your version of a simple good life will be uniquely yours. Trust yourself to know what feels right and give yourself permission to make changes, one mindful step at a time. By embracing these principles, you lay the groundwork for a life that is not just simpler, but also richer, more joyful, and deeply fulfilling. In the chapters ahead, we will explore practical ways to put these ideas into action, guiding you toward a life of greater meaning and purpose.